Welcome, everyone. We are stepping over to the sweet side of life today. But look, we're not talking about just any chocolate here. We are on a very specific mission to find the ones that absolutely won't betray your health goals the moment you turn your back. Okay, let's dive into this explainer and look at the top 3 healthiest chocolate brands out there right now. It is the million-dollar question, right? Can chocolate actually be healthy? Well, the short answer is yes, absolutely, if you choose the right ones. So we are counting down our absolute top 3 picks today, and we're going to start from number 3 and work our way up to the gold because, patience is a virtue, unlike finishing an entire chocolate bar in one sitting, which, let's be honest, we're all guilty of from time to time. But before we get to the actual brands, we really need to establish the golden rule of healthy chocolate. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're looking for: 70%. When you're out shopping, you really want to look for a high cocoa content of 70% or above. Why? Well, a higher percentage of cocoa naturally means there's way less sugar packed into the bar, and you are getting a much, much higher concentration of the actual health benefits. That brings us to our ultimate rule of thumb. Essentially, the darker the chocolate, the healthier it usually is. So if it tastes just a little bit bitter, congratulations, you're doing it right. It might take a second for your palate to adjust for sure, but once it does, you are unlocking a completely new level of guilt-free snacking. Coming in at number 3, green and blacks, taking our bronze medal. If chocolate brands had personalities, this one is classy, organic, and let's be honest, it's probably slightly judging your junk food habits. It all starts right with the foundation. They use high-quality organic cocoa beans, and they offer fantastic options right at that magic 70% cocoa mark and even higher. Plus, there is absolutely no artificial junk hidden in here. It's just real, whole ingredients. And from a bodily perspective, it's incredibly rich in antioxidants, which means your body is literally saying thank you as you eat it. Add in the significantly lower sugar compared to regular commercial chocolates, and it is just a massive win all around. Which brings us to the honest truth about this brand. You eat this and suddenly feel like you've made a life decision worthy of applause, right? It just has this really elevated premium feel to it. Let's move to our next pick and see how this builds. Number 2, Lindt Excellence, our silver medalist. This is exactly where luxury meets healthy intentions. Lindt's Excellence line is amazing because it gives you complete control over your sugar intake. You can start at that baseline 70% cocoa, you can push it to 85%, or you could even jump to a shockingly high 90% option. You literally get to dial in your exact ratio of cocoa to sugar. Now, beyond those high percentages, here is why Lindt really stands out from the pack. From a health perspective, dark chocolate is absolutely packed with heart-friendly flavonoids. These are natural plant compounds that help reduce inflammation and actually protect your cardiovascular system. And because of those ultra-high cocoa variants we just talked about, the sugar content gets lower and lower. But what people really truly love about Lindt is that notoriously smooth texture. There's no struggle here, just pure vibes. Plus, they use carefully sourced cocoa, making it a genuinely premium experience. Okay, I have to share the honest truth about Lindt, especially regarding that top-tier percentage we just mentioned. That 90% cocoa bar? Yeah, that is not for the weak. One bite and you honestly start reevaluating your entire personality. Seriously, it is intense. But if you can handle it, the health benefits are absolutely through the roof. Now, what's really interesting about this next brand is how it balances absolutely everything. Number 1, Alter Eco, our gold medalist. This right here is the undisputed champion of healthy chocolate that actually still tastes like a reward. First off, the sourcing is impeccable. It is organic, it's fair trade, and sustainably sourced, so it's a huge win for the planet too. When you flip the bar over, you're going to see minimal ingredients, and way more importantly, you can actually pronounce every single one of them. They use clean processing methods, offer fantastic lower sugar options, and the bars are super high in antioxidants. But you know what the real kicker is? They often include incredible superfood additions right into the chocolate itself, things like quinoa and coconut. There are no unnecessary additives, just pure, clean superfoods. So, what's the honest truth about Alter Eco? Well, this is the chocolate that actually lets you say, I'm eating for my health, while very clearly enjoying every single bite. It is the ultimate guilt-free indulgence where you truly do get to have your chocolate and eat it too. So, the crucial point is really this ultimate guilt-free lineup. To recap, taking the gold is Alter Eco, our undisputed champion. Taking silver is Lindt's Excellence Dark Range for when you really just want pure luxury. And taking bronze is green and blacks, keeping it super classy and organic. Seeing it all laid out like that brings me to a kind of fun realization about the explainer we just went through. My content is actually a whole lot like dark chocolate. It is incredibly good for you, it gives your brain a great boost, and honestly, it is slightly addictive once you acquire the taste for it.
And hey, if you agree and you enjoyed this sweet but smart little ranking, please take just a second to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hitting that subscribe button is literally the best way to ensure you never miss out on these deep dives. It tells me that you want more of this edutaining content that feeds your health and your curiosity. So please go ahead, subscribe, and join our community right now. I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on today. Are you actually brave enough to try that super intense 90% cocoa from Lindt? Or are you playing it a bit safer and sticking to our gold medalist, Alter Eco? I really want to know, so tell me down in the comments. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.